was a member of the Long Island Banjo Society on Long Island, New York.
Okay.
And when I retired in 1988, and my wife and I moved back to Pittsburgh, which was our hometown, I knew there were banjo players around here, but there was no club. So I read a lot of ads in the local newspapers that were starting a 4-string banjo club. Anybody interested could give me a call. And that was in September of 1988. So by October, I had about 15 or 20 people had called me up and said, yeah, they're interested in playing 4-string banjo and starting a club. And we had our first meeting in December at my house, 7 of us, and we decided to start a club. They're 4-string banjos, but they're a tenor-style banjo, the plectrum banjo, and we got guys playing a 6-string banjo, which is tuned like a guitar. So the guitar players can tune their 6-string banjo like a guitar, so they don't have to relearn the instrument. They're playing it like a guitar. So that's how that goes. We've got trumpets in the band, which enables us to do some Dixieland and Broadway show tune. We've got tubas in the band, bass guitars. They give us the bass line. So there's a variety of different types of instruments.
It's hard to play, like in a guitar you can get sad and sappy because it lends itself to that kind of sound. Banjo, it is a bright, fun, upbeat kind of instrument. It's tough to play. They always say you can't play a sad song on banjo. Well, you can, but because the instrument is so percussive and so bright and it's so short, its note duration, it lends itself to happy music.
Well, we've got about 400 or 500 songs in our repertoire, mostly songs from the 20s. Yeah, we don't get to play them all here. We're only here for a few hours, but we try to mix them up and try to break them up based on the crowd. If they want to do a lot of sing-alongs, we'll do a lot of sing-alongs. You know, there's no room for dancing here because we can't do a lot of polkas, although some people get up and try to dance. But we do Dixieland songs, sing-along songs, songs from the 20s and 30s, songs from the Tin Pan Alley era, and all those great songwriters like Gus Gahn and Walter Donaldson, and songs from the Ziegfeld Follies that were from 1906 to 1933. A lot of great songs that Eddie Cantor and Al Jolson sang and recorded back in those days. I find it very interesting that this has become the place to be on a Wednesday night, because the word got out amongst the young people that this is the place to be because it's free to get in, the drinks are inexpensive, there's no hassle, everybody mingles with the senior citizens, we all have a great time, and they love the music that they've never heard before. They've never heard this kind of music before. And this is happy, lively music, and they've never heard it before, and they're beginning to love it.
I moved to Pittsburgh like a year ago, and I came here probably a couple weeks into moving here, and I was just totally blown away because, well, I really like folk music, I like banjo music, so that was a draw, but what I really like about this is it's very authentic. I think especially for like our generation, for my generation, it's irony is sort of like the hip thing, and this is like the opposite of ironic. It's people are here because they want to hear good music, they want to have a good time. It's just like a very genuine atmosphere, and that's what I really like about it.
I mean, without this music, we wouldn't have any music. And they're doing everything like blues, like polka, like just folk, and it sounds great. And there's like 20 banjos on stage. And I honestly, as a musician coming here and like knowing some banjo players and playing with banjo players, I was like, banjo night? I don't know about that. Because I was afraid, you know? Because when you hear bad banjo playing, it's the worst. And there are like 20 rockin' banjo players up there with brass and clarinet. It sounds awesome.
We raise a heck of a lot of money. We do about 30 concerts a year around town, around the city, western Pennsylvania. And the fee we collect from our shows goes into the kitty. We give it all away to charity. So far this year, we've given away over $11,000 to worthwhile causes, not necessarily all charitable things. It depends if it's a worthwhile cause. You know, we'll do it. We'll do it like the like the Tuskegee Airmen that built a monument to the World War II black pilots at the Swickler Cemetery. So we donated a couple grand to them to help build that monument. But basically, we're a club. We're a big family of banjo players, and we love the music from the 1920s, and that's what we play. Music of the 4-string banjo, not to be confused with the 5-string banjo, which is bluegrass and country. So we're playing the music from the 1920s. The 1920s was the heyday of the 4-string banjo, which was in hot jazz bands, Dixieland bands, and ragtime bands, and things like that. And all this, they're ready to start.